Uncle C back in the office, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you 5 key specific ways to crush your inner nice guy and stop being the people pleaser. Now I'm gonna let everybody in on a little secret today, okay? Just like all of you, I struggle with motivation from time to time too. Okay, just like all of you, I struggle with my why in life too, and my purpose, just like you probably do. And one of the things that I constantly do that keeps me in the game, so that way every day I have the motivation to make these videos, or I have the ambition to continue my journey, is I like to go back and I like to look at the people that I've helped. And the only way to truly have impact in the world is to help people. So today, in today's video, we're going to start off with a specific message that I got from one of my clients named Vaughn. And Vaughn goes, "Casey, I can't express my gratitude as to how things have changed in my head after just watching a few weeks of your course. I can't wait to keep getting better." Now, something as small as that might seem like a very small testimonial. That might seem like a small improvement, right? Just things getting better in his head. But here's what you have to remember. Your head, your thoughts, is what controls your actions. And what controls your actions shapes your destiny. And that's why today I want to show you the 5 inner nice guy traits that you have to crush in order to get ahead in life. And I want you to execute and carry these out in sequential order, because if you don't, you are going to become exactly what I don't want you to become, and that is a people pleaser. A people pleaser is somebody who actually doesn't live the way they want. They not only have fear of taking risks, they're not a successful risk taker, but they have fear of judgment. And because of that, it's like they're shackled to the constraints of what they feel as if they have to be in this perfect world in their own head. So rest assured, if you give me your most important and valuable thing in life, which is your attention, okay? Rest assured, I've done my absolute best to provide a step-by-step process to you to help you overcome all of this. So, number 1, what is the very first inner nice guy trait that you have to crush? Not only to get ahead and have a great dating life, but to succeed in business, to carry yourself every single day with purpose, confidence, conviction, like all of this stuff. The first trait that every nice guy has is they have no constraints on their time. Therefore, they become a people pleaser. What is a constraint on your time? Well, a constraint on your time means that not everybody has access to you. You have to understand this. If anybody has access to you, your time is therefore not valuable. It's a commodity. Anybody can get it. The second anybody can get it is the second that there's no scarcity within that time, therefore it has no value. So here's what happens. When you give your time away frivolously to anybody, you can't accomplish any of your goals. See, the funniest thing that I see every time, when somebody wants to achieve success, or when somebody wants to achieve like wealth or anything like that, they typically have these limiting beliefs in their head that holds them back from accomplishing their goals. And it starts up here. It starts with their mindset, how they view the world. And their beliefs ultimately dictates how they live. And how they live dictates their success. So the thing is I see guys all the time, or people in general, they have amazing skill sets. They have amazing talents. They just can't execute and actually see the success and see the reward on it because of the way they think. And the first way of reshifting this is actually placing constraints on your time. That means that you will start to actually have a sense of purpose. Okay? You feel like your time is going to the right places in life that generate an ROI, return on investment. So, one of the things that you're going to see with people who do not put constraints on their time is they hang out with low-level individuals. Okay? They hang out with low-level individuals such as people who drink a lot, okay, people who party a lot, people who aren't necessarily going anywhere, people who don't have vision or ambition for their future. They hang out with these people strictly because they feel as if they don't, they're going to be missing out. And the biggest reason why they're scared to turn their life around and in perfect order is because they feel as if they do that, they'll be missing out. When in actuality, they're looking at this short-sighted and they can't see what will actually happen on the other side when they truly transition into being a 1%er, carrying and acting themselves like a high-value individual. What this stems from is people who don't put constraints on their time, they think that their time is endless. I need a little wake-up call for all of you. If you are not crafting your dream life, if you're not building out your legacy, if you're not building out your purpose, if you're not achieving the success markers in life that you want, whether that be your wealth, your health, your ambition, okay? People think that time's endless. It is not. One day you will die, just like me. One day I will die. All of this will be over. Therefore, this limited amount of time you have on earth, it is not endless. And if you think it's endless, it's because you're not putting constraints on your time. That is number 1. Number 2, okay, the second nice guy people pleaser trait that people have to get rid of is going to be the victim mentality. This is going to be some harsh, bitter truths for you. Okay? I'm bracing you for the impact. Okay? What this means is most people believe they are owed something. You are not owed anything. Okay? What this also stems into is they think that hard work should have a payoff. And I'm going to break the news to you, my friend. There is no correlation. You can work as hard as you want, and it may pay off, and it may not. And that's called life. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you a do-over, and there's a chance your hard work could fail. I'm going to ask, are you going to be so weak that you don't try anyways? Are you going to actually think that somebody should give you a handout? Are you actually going to tell yourself that you're victimized? Are you actually going to tell yourself that you have all of these issues? Because let me tell you, if you do that, you are limiting yourself to your own success. You will not be as successful as you could be because everybody has hardships. Everybody has trauma. Okay, everybody comes from bad backgrounds to some degree. You have to decide how you want to actually play that game. I'm going to give you an example. One guy grows up with broke parents. Okay, one person grows up with broke parents. Therefore, they say to themselves, well, I was broke, so I wasn't ever given the opportunities. Meanwhile, you have another person, he's grown up with rich parents. But they say, because I was rich, I was actually coddled. So now I don't have any good work ethic. Who's right? They both come from their own broken ways. You see, everybody has trauma to some degree. Therefore, you have to actually understand that you are not a victim. Okay, everybody wants it to be easy. It is not easy. Nothing in life is easy. Your success is not easy. So, when people have a victim mentality, they don't understand or respect sacrifice. This is extremely important. You need to not only respect your own sacrifice of what you have to put in, but you have to respect other people's. Because the truth is, you are either on your mission or you're not. You're either on your purpose or you're not. Okay? This is so important because we live in a day and age where even people who tell themselves they're not victims, even people who believe that you shouldn't be victims, you will constantly see underlying situations, underlying verbals, certain innuendos where they fundamentally believe that somebody should give them something, or that they shouldn't have to work hard, or the little bit of work they do put in their owed success. This isn't how it works. Everybody wants the black and white answers. The just do this in your business and you're going to make tens of millions of dollars. The just say these 3 things to the girl that you're interested in and all of a sudden you're going to have this wild, amazing dating life. Life doesn't work like that. You are not a victim. You owe it to yourself to become successful, and you can be based off of your own work ethic and if you stay true to yourself long enough. So, there's going to be naysayers. There's going to be people who tell you it's not possible. There's going to be people who tell you that, hey, you should just live in the land of comfort. They are wrong. And what you have to remember is that if you tell yourself you are dealt a bad hand, the only person who actually will have sympathy is yourself, because everybody has their own problems, and the world is too big and life is too short for multiple people to be concerned about yours. Therefore, you must take extreme ownership of your own life and actually deal with these things. That is number 2. Number 3, if you're used to people pleasing, if you are quote unquote the nice guy, if you're needing to crush these tendencies, you cannot be afraid to state what you want. Nice guys and people pleasers will constantly be afraid to state what they want. In order to have me get you out of this, I have to basically tell you why this happens. It's for a few reasons. First off, they have fear of rejection. Okay, secondly, they are afraid that it may offend the other person if they state what they want. And last but not least, they are scared that they'll be looked down upon. This is so backwards because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. If you feel this way, what's going to happen is that you're actually placing other people's opinions higher than the opinions of yourself. And I'm going to let you in on another little secret. Nobody knows what you want unless you tell them. How many people do you know that wake up every single day living in misery, not living the life that they want? And because they're afraid to go after it or state what they want, they never get it. Or they expect the people around them should be a mind reader. They expect their boss just to know what their issue is. They expect their significant other when they're dating just to know what their issue is or know what they should need. People don't know what you want unless you speak up. And you're never going to actually deserve the things you want to actually get it unless you speak up and put that into existence. You need to have the strength, the fortitude, and the ability as a person to carry yourself with that sort of conviction. So, what this stems from is these types of people are never actually committing to a craft. They're never committing to a craft of excellence. They're never pursuing virtue. Okay, they're never actually making their life a mission or a possibility that, hey, they can excel at something. And if you look at any notable person, look at Tom Brady, right? He committed himself to one thing, and that's throwing the football. Michael Phelps committed himself to actually swimming, okay? Warren Buffett committed himself to building Berkshire. I don't care what your thing is. You need to find your thing. Because for those of you who want success, success in life, whether that be monetary or recognition, only comes when you have mastered something and you have value to give to the world. Therefore, you must master a craft. Money follows value. How valuable are you? Are you the best in your field? Are you the best in your industry? These are actually important things to realize, because what happens is if you never commit to a craft, but you have a lot of skill sets that you dabble in, you become mediocre at all of them. And then what happens is these types of people who are afraid to actually state what they want, they start to only care about vanity. They care about how much money they have in the bank instead of actually how big of an impact they've had in the world. They care about exactly how many Instagram followers they have instead of how much impact they've had in the world or how dedicated they are to a craft. This is important things to realize. This is important things to internalize as a person who's carrying themselves to be a high-level individual. Number 4, fear of judgment. In order to stop people-pleasing, you must stop being fearful of what others may think. Not only that, if you don't do this, you will never transcend 99%er beliefs. Okay, everybody, when you do something, okay, there's probably people that talk crap about this YouTube channel. There's probably people that talk shit about how you live your life. It doesn't matter. If you believe what they think, or if you care what they think, you will never actually commit yourself to a craft. You're going to constantly you're going to second guess yourself the whole way. Fear of judgment is one of the quickest ways to have death by 1,000 cuts. You will wake up and slowly not even know who you are. And it's because you don't just let them judge. Let them sit back and judge from the sidelines. If you are on the forefront building a lifestyle, building a legacy, chasing success, let them judge. Because here's what will happen. 1 month will compound into 2 months. 2 months will compound into 6 months. 6 months will compound into a year. And 1 year will compound into 5 years. And by the end of this, you will be so far ahead of everybody that they don't even know what to say anymore because you far surpass them. This is so important. Like, what you want to do every single time, if you have fear of judgment, is you need to ask yourself, does this actually contribute to my success? Because for every second that you spend wasting time, wasting hours, wasting countless energy on what others may think, what others may do, or what others may say about you, what's going to happen is you're throttling your own success and who you actually could be. And your God-given abilities, your God-given strengths and talents, they're never actually flourishing because you have fear of what others may think if you use them. I don't want this to be you, because you, like I said, you will wake up one day being 50 years old, 60 years old, 70 years old and saying, where did my life go? Your time is not endless. Your time is limited, okay? Judgment only comes from the bottom. If you have people talking poorly about you, thinking poorly about you, you have to realize this. It only comes because they wish deep down they had the confidence to flourish and let loose and be who they wanted to be as well. You have to believe this. It only comes from the bottom. So, number 5. This is the biggest. I save the grand finale for the end. Okay? That means everybody who's clicked out of this video so far, you're never going to know the most powerful piece. You're never going to know the most powerful way to crush your people-pleasing abilities. Okay? The most powerful is this. People pleasers will tend to tolerate bad behavior with more attention. And it's because they do not value their time. Look how these are interlinked. Because they don't value their time, because they're accessible to anybody, they will tolerate bad behavior from individuals who disrespect them or talk poorly on them with more attention. Okay? What they'll do is they think, hey, if I give more and if I be nicer, I will then eventually earn their approval. And it doesn't work like that. Okay? What happens is they think deep down that they can work more for the other person. And here's what really happens, is they never have the crucial conversations. They never have the crucial conversations with these people and say, hey, you can't treat me that way. Or, hey, this isn't how we're going to handle this. And not only that, their thoughts, feelings, and emotions, they're not even able to articulate them to state and put out why they feel this should be negotiated or talked about. These are extremely important traits. And if you tolerate bad behavior from people by giving them more of you, more of your time, more of your energy, more of your emphasis, more of your attention, you will start to lose. And like I said at the beginning of this video, you will wake up and you will wonder what the heck just happened to your life. And that is not a situation that I want you to be in. Guys, if you like this video, I want you to hit the like button. I want you to comment and subscribe. I want you to check out some of the links we have below. One of the things that I did just uncover this month specifically is my 3-step ARC process. What I'm going to show a lot of you is exactly how I built this entire channel to the subscriber amount that we're at. And I'm even going to take you behind the scenes as to how I built my entire business from the ground up. So be sure to check out that link. We also have the Millionaire Mindset Matrix that I created for you to start to actually shift your beliefs and analyze your beliefs and actually align your beliefs with the traits of a successful individual. So check out both of those below. You are not going to want to miss out on it. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.